I do so much drugs, I be sweating and speaking. I just want so much drugs, I be sweating and speaking. She can find a place almost there. This is one of the most underrated songs on Lil Yachty's album, Let's Start Here. The song is called I've Officially Lost Vision. The intro, I don't understand why the intro is there. It's like a minute-long intro of, I don't know, noises. And it's just kind of loud and weird. But when the drums come in and then it drops, oh my god, holy grail. It is such a good song. Don't take disrespect from your friends. What was that? Don't take disrespect from your friends. This is something I think I struggle with. I struggle with confrontation and conflict. And I don't want to confront anyone, ever. I hate the drama and I just hate I don't like people being mad at me, you know what I'm saying? And because I just if people are mad at me or there's a lot of attention pointed at me, I need to back away, you know what I'm saying? Or else, I don't know, I'll like freak out or some shit. It's a weird thing about me. I don't know. I just don't like a lot of eyes at me, you know what I'm saying? But let me just say, first of all, if your friends are disrespecting you, they aren't your friends, I would say. But where does the line go from funny and kind of just like teasing to disrespect and like just not appreciating the person, you know what I'm saying? Let's think about that. Why are these people driving 70 in the 80s? It is making me mad, and it's making me frustrated. You know what I'm saying? What were we talking about? Yeah, where does the line go? Where's the barrier? Right? Where is the barrier? I think if a lot of teasing happens just like every time you're with your friends and they just don't really like listen to you talk and they just kind of make fun of you, I think that's very disrespectful, no matter the situation. I think if you're just making fun of a person or kind of just mocking them while they talk, that's just very, very disrespectful. Oh, my slow driving. I feel like I've always been the punching bag of the group. Of any group I've been in, I feel like I've always been the punching bag. And you know, it sucks. It doesn't really feel that good taking that many hits, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I think it's the way I act, and you know, I act in a way that's like, I say everything that's on my mind. I say everything, and I talk a lot, and sometimes I'll say dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just a lot of times I feel very disrespected by my own friends, and it's you know, It's fucked up. I don't know. I try to be so positive, and I try to be like a happy, bubbly, outgoing person. But when I kind of like, when I'm myself, which is how I act around people, when I am myself and I say everything on my mind and I just kind of do everything I want to do, I feel like people don't respect that side of me, you know what I'm saying? They don't, and it hurts. It does hurt. And I haven't really talked to them about it. I don't know why. I don't really have a good reason why. I think I've just kind of brushed it off as not a big deal, or like, yeah. But it does feel like disrespect sometimes, and it does happen quite frequently, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think my friends mean any harm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the people I'm with like are doing things because they want to hurt me. I don't think they are. Maybe I just want to see the better in people, so I have to avoid confrontation. But I don't know. I'm sure that my friends don't mean it, but you know, maybe it's on me for not. I'm trying to get better at standing up for myself and saying things I don't like. When people do something I don't like, I try to get better at telling people that, because how else would they know that it's actually like that stuff does affect me, and without me actually telling them what is kind of like affecting me. But it just really sucks. I don't like confrontation, and I don't like maybe I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid of being made fun of about what I say, and like if I tell people to stop, maybe I'm afraid that they'll just make fun of that. But I think once that happens, I think you just cut off all contact. Don't be with someone who disrespects you. Either if it is a friend or a partner or just a person, don't be with someone who disrespects you. And I, for one, I'm not gonna stand for that. I have self-respect, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of self-irony. But I also do have a lot of self-respect for myself and my hobbies and how I act. And so I'm not gonna, if someone is actually like disrespecting me and just making fun of me, I'm not gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? That's my cue to leave. That's anyone's cue to leave. Because why would you stick up with disrespect and just feeling out of place or unwanted? You know what I'm saying? That's not something you should stick up with. So if it gets to a point like that, I think you should leave. You leave that person. And then maybe then they'll realize what they did was wrong. And it's just kind of, but it sucks, having to tell people. I don't know. I'm such a pussy when it comes to confrontation and like telling people, hey, can you not do this, or you have to be more quiet. Like, just telling people what to do, I hate doing it. But it's dumb. It's dumb because it's how the world works. If you don't tell people how you feel or if you don't tell people how you feel, nothing's gonna change. And that's something I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? This channel is kind of like a venting / ranting kind of channel, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a place where I can kind of talk about stuff openly with myself. And it's weird. It is kind of weird because I'm talking to myself, and saying stuff like this to an actual human being would be way better for a lot of reasons. Like, I would form a better connection with them, and they would learn more about me and boundaries and stuff like that. But I've never had a conversation, like a deep conversation like this, with another person. The last time someone brought up something that was vulnerable and kind of a sore subject to me, I almost cried. I did almost cry. At first I was very mad and annoyed, I guess, and I remember yelling at my friend for bringing it up, and I was just yelling. I was just very mad, and it's because he embarrassed me. My friend embarrassed me. But I don't know if he knows that, because the situation was my friend brought up a past dating experience that I had, because my friend was talking about like his typing girls, and I said, oh, you have such bad type or something. I don't really remember the conversation, but it was something like that. And then he said, bro, your last relationship was da 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 da. And that's kind of a sore subject to me. So now I was like screaming at him. I was like, bro, do not turn this around on me because we were talking about you. Don't try and turn this around me. And the thing was, there was a lot of people who sat there who I didn't really know that well. And I did not want them to know this about me. I didn't want them to know about my past relationship, because it's very embarrassing for me. It is so embarrassing, and I hate it. I hate when people bring it up, and I just, yeah. And after I was mad, I turned super quiet, and I was on the brink of crying, dude. I wanted to just leave and to maybe like lock myself in the bathroom to calm down. And I know I sound like super childish right now, but it's the truth. And yeah. I'm not embarrassed about my ex or anything. It's just kind of how the relationship was. My ex was a wonderful person, you know what I'm saying? And I hope the best for her. And I hope she's doing well and all that. But it was just kind of the whole situation with the relationship bars. It's just something I don't like. I don't want other people to know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Today's episode was about disrespect, I guess. I just kind of yap and then it goes a direction. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day, a good weekend. It's the weekend, bro. And drink your water, eat your food, Be social. Be with your friends who respect you. Important. And touch on grass.